All right, good evening. I'm here with Coach Otis Ridley, assistant head coach slash tight end coach at the Jackson State University. And it's my interview, man. How you doing?
I'm good, Jesse. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. So, Coach Ridley, we just gonna get straight into it. The first question: why Mississippi State as a young adult?
So when I was coming out of high school, man, I had several options, and really Mississippi State stuck out to me just because of the staff and the head coach, Coach Sherrill at the time. He really he came in and sold my mom on the environment and sold me on it. He was a really great coach, uh, good mentor, and Jackson State did offer me, but at the time I didn't think the structure, and it wasn't, and people admit that the structure wasn't nearly as good as it is now. So I had to make a conscious decision based off my future on what I wanted to do, and that's kind of how I ended up at Mississippi State as opposed to, another school.
Okay. How was your family and the people around you when you announced the decision to go to Mississippi State?
Yeah, everybody was excited. My dad actually though, man, my stepdad, he played football at Jackson State, and he got on the interview and said, he would have much rather preferred I had went to Jackson State, but he was happy ultimately. And my family they got it was a great experience for them, so they were all happy.
And I heard you say earlier you didn't believe that the structure of Jackson State was where you wanted it to be for you to play. So my question now is, why JSU now?
Well, the opportunity to the opportunity to invoke the change that I know could happen here. Even before Coach Prime came, me and Coach TC came the year before Coach Prime, and the vision that Coach Prime kind of had, man, we were already kind of on board with it. We knew that's where we wanted to take the program, and I think you kind of see since Coach Prime has transitioned, a lot of things, kind of kept, it's the same. You know what I mean? Like we keeping the structure the same. A lot of the fun things that we do is the same. So I just being able to be the catalyst for change at this point in my life, in a place where I knew I could help improve, man, it's rewarding, Jensen.
Gotcha. How has it been since coaching at JSU?
Man, it's been amazing. You got to think, man. I'm from Jackson. I grew up going to Jackson State football games, idolizing a lot of these guys. Like, I don't know if you know, like I was in high school when Coach TC was playing. So, man, I looked up to Coach TC, you know what I'm saying? So it was funny, but like, that was my dude, man. I knew more about Coach TC than I knew about the quarterback at Mississippi State or Ole Miss at the time. You know what I mean? That that was my guy. And to grow up and mature as a man and then come full circle working for Coach TC at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? I'm his assistant head coach. Man, I'm living the dream, brother.
Gotcha. Are there any differences that you would like to see happen at JSU?
Uh Man, just keep increasing our footprint. And when I say that, I mean from um, the net we go cast for students, not just student athletes, but we are a global university. You know what I mean? We're not just the HBCU. We are an HBCU, but we are a brand, and we are a brand like none other. And so I want to help us keep growing this university. I want to help this campus structurally keep growing. I want the campus footprint to get larger. You know what I mean? So, man, it's my will and wants for Jackson State are way beyond just football. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I want to recruit more guys like you that want to come here and they can really have fun and grow as young men, and then ultimately, man, come back and pour back into the university. You might be the head coach one day, Jensen. You never know.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
TC did not think he was going to be the head coach, like back when he was playing. Come on, you just never know how life works out, though, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've learned either negatively or positively since you began coaching at JSU?
Uh, well, I mean, I've learned how to do some things. Learn how to not to do some things. Man, it's that's a very good question because it's hard to answer, Jason. You know what I mean? Like I have I have seen a staff that didn't win a lot of football games, and I saw how we were as a team structurally at that time. Then I was a part of two championship teams with Coach Prime, right? And we saw how we got there, and we saw how successful we were in the processes that we got there with. You know what I mean? But I think it was good. It was some good from both staffs that you can take and you kind of make it your own. But I definitely think that the good outweighs the bad. Um, Getting to come to work every day and getting to develop guys like you. I've seen and watched you grow even before I started coaching you with the tight ends. Dog, we helped recruit you. I seen you as a high school senior. You coming in, you growing, maturing into a man. Dog, this it's unbelievable. You know what I mean? And until you sit in my seat, you probably won't understand how much of an impact you have on my life watching you grow. You know what I mean? So just being mature, how you conducting this interview so far, man, it's really cool, man. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Coach.
Those are the good things, though.
Earlier when you spoke about how you knew so much about Coach TC before, while you were committed to Mississippi State, how much do you think that culture plays in the school's tradition as far as like winning, recruits, and so on?
Yeah, man. I think it's a big part of the battle. Um, when you think about the stat that just came out a couple of days ago, I think the guys in 1400 Club put out Nuenzo Zoe Phillips. He put it out and he said that Jackson State, since they have renamed the Division One AA to FCA to the FCS, that Jackson State has the most drafted players. You know, that's culture, that's tradition. You know what I mean? And so when you can recruit guys and you can point to those type of figures, and we're gonna get another draft pick this year. Got a draft pick last year. And we have to recruit another guy to come in here and be a draft pick next year. You know what I mean? We want to keep it going. So with all that being said, dog, it's definitely about the culture. It's definitely about the culture, man. The campus is lit. You guys make the culture though, Jensen. You know what I mean? Like you guys create that and being good student athletes, but also immersing yourself into the community, the campus community. You know what I mean? And then you guys do a lot of good things in the actual Jackson community. Those are the things that help you become a man, but also help Jackson State shine when other things are going wrong. You guys make Jackson State look really well.
All right. Do you plan on going to a quote unquote bigger university? And also, do you plan on becoming a head coach anytime soon?
You ain't playing, huh? Uh, so how you answer that question, Jensen? I don't know how God sees me playing these next 20, 25 years out of my life. I'm one of those dudes where I definitely have goals. My goals are not about a particular place though. My goals are about purpose. And my purpose is right, it's HBCUs. I love it. You know what I mean? I love coaching you guys. Yes, I do want to be a head coach. Um, but wherever he puts me at, you know what I mean? I'm the type of dude I'm gonna excel. You put me in the woods, we're gonna go hunting. You know what I mean? You put me in the city, and you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go shopping. So wherever we at, we're gonna do our thing.
Um, Going back earlier, like you said, you've been around Jackson State for quite some time. What would you say is one of your favorite traditions that you've seen since you've been around Jackson State?
Oh man. I mean, definitely the boom, man. The boom. I mean, I know you don't know about Wavy Dave growing up, man. So yeah, so you got Sonny the Tiger, right?
Yes, sir.
And no disrespect to Sonny the Tiger, he that real deal. He's a great mascot, but he ain't got nothing on Wavy Dave. Like, I gotta show you some Wavy Dave stuff. When we got off the live, I'm gonna send you a couple clips of Wavy Dave. Wavy Dave is one of the greatest mascots ever created in the history of mankind. And I'm serious when I say that. Wavy Dave, dude used to come and ride a unicycle, like like in full mascot can ride a unicycle, man. It was just, man, great dude though. But I'll give you a history lesson on him later. But that's one of my favorite traditions. But other than that, like I said, the boom, uh, dog, ain't nothing like it, man. I be trying to tell these recruits, man, ain't nothing like the boom, but they don't believe me until they get it and just hear it and see it for themselves.
I mean, me personally, being from Louisiana, the Baton Rouge area, you always hear about them up there, and they brag about their van, but I'd be like, man, I don't know. But me personally, I like the Tiger Walk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
When we pull up, and everybody, well, as we pulling up, you see everybody running from the grills and the van,
Right.
running up with the kids, and they come and they record.
Yeah.
We get our stuff, and we walking down. That's my favorite part. That's
That
my
cool, man.
yeah. You feel like a real NFL. You feel like an NFL star. You know,
Right.
you gotta
Right.
record and your
And you
people.
know, you can't get that experience everywhere, Jensen. You know what I'm saying? You can't, especially the HBCUs. I think we're probably one of the only HBCUs that's got like a full walk like that going into the stadium. But that's pretty cool, man.
All right, and last question, bonus question: who's your favorite player on the staff on the team right now? I mean, I know the answer. Me personally, I know the answer. You ain't got to answer. You don't have to answer the question. You know, we can keep that between us, but you know.
No, hey, listen, man. I can't have a favorite, Jensen. Like you my guy now. Don't get it twisted, man. You know, my tight end, my guys, man. That's a little different type of relationship. So, like, if we let's ask the question without the tight ends being able to be a part of the answer. My tight ends are my guys. Okay, so I can answer that question without the tight ends. All right, so
No tight ends.
without the tight ends, my favorite player is the player that makes the most plays. So I don't know who is that.
It sounds like me, regardless.
Oh man, okay, we'll get you.
You really just answered the question. You didn't want to say tight ends, but you still put me in there. So you know.
Yeah. You making some plays in spring too, dog. So hey, we just gotta get that rock to you, and when you get it, go be special.
That's it, man. That's it. I told Coach TC when I committed here, is one thing I want to do before I leave.
What's that? Break his record.
Break his record. That's all I want to do. Hey, I break
I
his
can believe
record.
that.
I break his record. Me and him got nothing else to talk about. He always come talking to me when we always go back and forth.
You know the number? What's the number? 78?
78.
78, right? So ain't that funny? I know that. So I think Coach TC will let you get to 77 and shut you down.
Nah, I'm gonna have to go talk to Coach Harris. Me and Coach Harris gonna have to go have our own conversation. Just give me a little, just sweet, make it something.
Right. And a little sometimes.
I just fall on. It's over.
Oh man,
79 right there.
That's good stuff.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you for taking the time out, hopping on this, doing this for me. I really appreciate it. And I enjoyed the interview. And yeah, thank you, man.
All right, dog. We appreciate you, Jess.
All right.
All right.